Hello friends, and welcome back to Larissa's Happy Home. I am so happy that you are here today. Today I will be taking you along with me as I clean, organize, and I even have a small little grocery haul for you. And then stick around to the end because we will be making lumpia together. I did want to take you along with me this past weekend. I went to this place called Bravo Farms for a friend's baby shower. It was the cutest place to hold a little baby shower, and I really love this place. They always have the perfect gifts. It's also a restaurant inside, so it's a restaurant with a gift shop. They always have the cutest little items. They have candles, soaps, notebooks, cups, all the things. If you are looking for a last minute gift, this is definitely the place to go. And whenever I come here, I always get their salads. Their salads are so good and they're so enormous. This day I got a taco salad, which is my favorite from this place, and I did try their zucchini fries. They were so good. So moving on to starting off my day, I wanted to get my bathroom cleaned, my room cleaned, kind of just wipe everything down. I did take a day to kind of clean my whole house, and ever since then I've just been trying to keep the upkeep of cleaning going, so that way it doesn't pile up, because once it piles up then I start to get really overwhelmed. So I'm just restocking Halo's little diaper basket. I put her diapers, I put her wipes, I do have some lotion, and then I went to go grab her cream. This cream I do have in my shop. You guys, if you guys have a little one who has or is prone to like rashes, anything like that, oh, that was the consistency of the cream. It's perfect. But if you have a little one who is prone to rashes, anything like that, this cream is amazing. I use it on Halo all the time, and if she ever has a rash or she's starting to be sensitive, I put it on her, and I can't claim anything, but I'm just saying by the next diaper change, she's usually all cleared up. Now moving on to the living room. So this little section of the couch is usually the area where we kind of just throw everything that we don't feel like putting away, and I'm really trying to be better about that, not being lazy, putting things back when when they need to go back, where they need to go back, in the right place, and not just throwing them somewhere else just to get them off that little corner on the couch. So I did want to kind of give you some suggestions if you are not feeling motivated to clean. Like you're just like, I cannot do it today, I just can't. I highly suggest putting on some music, and preferably upbeat music, because if you're listening to some sad, slow music, it's not gonna put you in the mood. So listen to some upbeat music. Also set a timer. I suggest 20 to 30 minutes, and you say to yourself, you know what, whatever I can get done within this 20-30 minutes is all I'm gonna do. And if you just do that every single day, I promise you your house will become so much more easier to manage, since you are constantly cleaning up. And yes, I know it does sound kind of like daunting to have to clean every day, but the less you have to clean because you clean every day, it's going to make it so much more easier for you, and the mental load is going to be so much more lighter. Alrighty you guys, so I have a small little grocery haul for you guys. I went to 3 different stores, so I'm really excited to show you guys what I got. So starting with Samar, I went and I got the boys' cereal. Normally they do have cereal in the morning, and I am trying to do better with breakfast. Breakfast it's just been a struggle, I'm gonna be honest. So in the coming couple videos, I'm gonna be going over some sort of like meal prep plan, especially on a budget. So this economy is crazy, so hopefully that'll be within the next couple videos. I got Ezra's milk, cheese. I really love this brand. If you guys haven't tried it, it's really good, and the ingredients are pretty great. Some eggs, I got some yogurt, some juice. I really like this juice. If you guys haven't tried it, it's pineapple orange. It's so good. Usually I will put like some coconut cream, like coconut milk cream, in with this, and then squeeze a little bit of a lime. So good. Some lemon. I'm really trying to start drinking some lemon water pretty much every day. I drink coffee pretty much all day, every day, and I always use Hollander, and Hollander is such a great brand. It has great ingredients, but regardless, it still has tons of sugar. So I'm really trying to support my liver, so I'm going to try to be drinking lemon water. Try to drink it throughout the day, but definitely in the morning when I wake up. I got some grapes. The kids have been bugging for some grapes. Heavy cream for dinner. I got these little snack packs for the kids. I don't know if they're going to like them. They saw them. They said they would, but I don't know if they're going to like the hummus. If anything, they could just eat the pretzels, but I thought these were some fun little snack packs. Got some strawberries, and then I got the organic almond milk from there. We love this milk. I use it in my coffee pretty much whenever I need milk. That's what I substitute, besides when I'm cooking. Usually it's like for drinking purposes. And then I found an almond, like basically a dairy alternative for whipped cream. So this is going to be great in my coffees whenever I do drink coffee. I'm going to try to lay off coffee for a little bit, just to kind of let my body kind of regulate. And I don't know, I probably should go on a fast because I really need to kind of detox my body. Anyways, all right. No, normally I probably wouldn't. I used to buy the chocolate one all the time, and it was so good. And then I stopped just because ingredients aren't the best. But I saw this, and it's pistachio, and I am a sucker for a good pistachio cold brew. So I saw this and I was like, oh my goodness. So I really wanted to give this a try because it looked interesting. And then I got these two things. These are kind of like chicken. They're kind of like chicken nuggets, but no chicken. One's made with sweet potato. The other one is made with broccoli. I bought these for Halo. And if she likes them, they're going to be such a great, I guess, help. I've really been trying to do better with feeding the kids more wholesome meals, just with better ingredients, not just better ingredients, but just making sure that they're getting protein, all the good things. So like I said, hopefully within the next couple of videos, I'm going to be doing a meal prep plan type thing. Definitely on a budget, but I really want you guys to know that these, I don't know, I feel like these are promising. They look really promising. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. And then I got them some hot dogs. If you guys love hot dogs, I highly recommend these hot dogs right here. They have great ingredients, and it's actually beef. Like, everybody always jokes about how hot dogs are made with like everything but meat, you know? Like, if you know, you know. But yeah, I definitely recommend those. And then I just got some lunch meat. I got 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese. I got Halo some of these squeeze pouches. It's a variety pack. Then I went ahead and I got some quinoa and brown rice. If you guys are looking for, so I didn't know, but quinoa and brown rice kind of take long to cook. So these are such a great help, especially if you're trying to make a dinner like really quick. So I made a dinner 2 weeks ago, basically like homemade chipotle bowls, and oh my goodness, it almost tasted exactly like the chipotle bowl. Because normally whenever we go to Chipotle, we get the brown rice at the bottom instead of like white rice. I don't know, they're so good. And they're not like, they don't taste like they came in a bag. They're really, really good. So I highly recommend these. Then I got 4 cans of tomato sauce, and then I got El Pato sauce. This we love. I usually use this, so what I'll do is I'll brown some ground beef, season it, and then I will do a can of corn, and then cut up a zucchini or 2, and then cook it all together. Put a can of tomato sauce and a can of this. Let it simmer until the zucchinis are, you know, I would say al dente, but that's usually for like a pasta term, but that's the best I can come up with, just to where it's not like mush. And then you just eat it with tortilla chips, and it's so good. And then I got some paste, some diced tomatoes. I don't know why, but I don't know why I got them, but I know that I do reach for them sometimes, so I just wanted to make sure that I had them in the pantry. Then I got these, the Levi, and well, mainly Levi, he's always bugging for macaroni and cheese, and honestly, I need convenience in my life right now, so I got 3 of those. And then I got some
peanut butter, like little sandwich patties or individuals, like little baggies. Then I got 2 packages of bread. These breads are so good for you. They're sprouted. So sprouted is the best, like the very best you can do when it comes to bread. And it's so cheap at Aldi. It's like I think it was like $3.29 or $3.89. I don't remember. But for this, like being such a good bread, like a good high quality bread, and it's organic and it's non-GMO. So it's great. It's really, really good. Highly recommend. I got some Italian not loaves, Italian sandwich bread, and not with the intention of making sandwiches. I kind of wanted to make like a breakfast sandwich. I mean, so I guess a sandwich, just breakfast. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I wanted to put egg and sausage in there, kind of like a breakfast croissant, but just with this type of bread. So I don't know. We'll see. Then I did get the hot dog buns and some tater tots. And then from the Asian store that I went to, this is the wrappers that we're going to be using for the lumpia. Has to be these because the other ones that I've used before, they kind of like bubble and blister. It doesn't have like that smooth like lumpia finish, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So it has to be these, and they're so good. And then I went ahead and I bought some of the sauce to go with the lumpia for dipping.
So if you are somebody who gets overwhelmed really easily when it comes to cleaning, I suggest when you are going out to go grocery shop, I suggest to clean your fridge out the day before so that way you don't have to do it all on the same day. I personally like to clean it and go grocery shopping in the same day. It kind of just makes me feel like my day was full. I know that's kind of weird, but for me, that's what I like to do. But if you don't want to feel overwhelmed, I suggest you clean it the day before or get up super, super early and do it that morning. If you do not clean or soak your produce, I highly suggest that you start to do it. Even if you don't have like a fancy fruit cleaner, all you need is baking soda. There was actually a study done. It was between tap water, baking soda, and bleach, and it showed that baking soda was highly more effective than the bleach or the tap water at removing pesticides. A 12 to 15 minute soak is all you need. So I'm pretty sure most people have baking soda just kind of in their fridge. So that's all you need is just baking soda. And what I like to do is I like to clean the fruit before I put it in the fridge because my kids will just go at it, and I would rather the fruit be clean than for them to have to keep, washing every grape or strawberry that they want to eat. It's just ready to go for them. So I highly suggest doing that before you put your fruit in the fridge. Alright, and now for the fun part, making lumpia. So when I make lumpia, I use ground beef, but you are more than welcome to use ground pork. We just prefer not to eat so much pork. Whenever we eat any kind of pork, it's usually like in the form of bacon. So we just prefer to use ground beef when it comes to lumpia. So you want to get your meat cooking so that way when you are pulling apart your wrappers, it is cooking at the same time. So when it comes to the wrappers, they are kind of thin, so you want to be careful when you are pulling them apart. Normally, I will not use the ends that were touching the plastic, not just because of microplastics, but just because they kind of come a little bit weird. So I just kind of take those off. And then on the edges, it has these like little crusty parts on each wrapper, so you do want to take those off. And then when I am removing or pulling apart the wrappers, in order for me to not break or tear them, what I do is I will start with one corner and I will peel my way to the other corner and then to the other corner until they are fully pulled apart. It just makes it easier, and I found that that's the best way for me to not tear through the wrappers because they are kind of brittle. So for some reason, I thought I recorded me seasoning the meat, but I guess when I hit record, my phone had been recording that whole time, so I technically hit stop and I thought I was recording, if that makes sense. So I didn't show me seasoning or putting in the cabbage and carrot, but basically I had already had these the cabbage and carrot frozen. Usually whenever I find them on sale, I'll just grab a bag of each and I will just cut it up and just put it in the freezer because I do like to make lumpia quite a lot. My kids do like lumpia, so I like to have that on hand. And when it comes to seasoning, it's really just at your own discretion of what you feel like would be a good, seasoning for it. You can use chicken bouillon, garlic, onion. There's a Asian seasoning that Costco sells that I always put in my lumpia, and it comes out really, really good. So it's really just at your discretion, but always make sure that you do use soy sauce because that will make the flavor, it'll give you that umami flavor. Now when rolling your lumpia, what I do is I will take it and I will use 1 tablespoon worth of meat and I will put it towards the end corner towards me, and then I will fold it over and I will kind of tuck it towards me, and then I will fold the sides and then I will continue to fold, so that way it kind of gives that professional look. I am by no means a professional lumpia roller, but that's just what I do, so take it with a grain of salt. And then to seal them, all you're going to use is just a little bit of egg wash. I have found that usually using my fingers is just the best to get the wash onto the wrapper. I've used those little silicone brushes, but it doesn't work. So I think it's best to just use your fingers. And then a small suggestion, what I personally like to do is just fry these in a pot like this. This for one, so that way I don't have to use as much oil when I fry them, and 2, so that way when the oil is kind of popping, it's not popping all over the stove and making a huge mess. Obviously we're going to clean the stove after we cook, but I just personally like to have less of a mess, and I feel like wastes a lot less oil this way. So now you're going to fry them until they are golden brown. I know there's people that like them a lot more browner than what I do, so your preference obviously. And there you go, you're good to enjoy your nice, crunchy, delicious lumpia. And that is it for this video, you guys. I'm so happy if you stuck all the way to the end with me. It means so much to me. I hope that I was able to inspire you and motivate you today in some sort of way to clean, organize, or cook. Either way, I'm just glad that you guys are here. And I hope to see you guys on my next one. Bye!